Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com.
And ones, empaths. A lot of people, victims of narcissistic abuse, are very confused when the narcissist that was involved in their life moves on to a new supply or leaves them for a new supply. It can have them really confused. But before I get into that, I just want to bring to your attention, at the end of the month, on the 30th, there's going to be an empath group meeting. It's going to give you a chance to meet fellow like-minded empaths. You all connect so well in the comment section. You all help each other out and chip in and, assist each other. So it will give you a chance to connect with like-minded empaths. It's going to be on video call. If you'd like to book that, the link is in the description box. But also, it might be a chance for you to make new friends or exchange business cards or social media and just stay in touch, on each other's healing journey. Also, I'm back now, so I'm running one-to-one sessions again. So if you want a more personal, more personal help with your current situation, you can always reach out for a one-to-one session with me. That will also take place on video call. And the link for that is also in the description box. And finally, if you'd like help or assistance, but video call is not for you, you can always reach out for the email crisis support. The link is for that is in the description box. So anyway, like I was saying, it can be such a confusing time for the victim of narcissistic abuse, seeing the transformation, seeing the complete unmasking, seeing someone that you loved, seeing someone that you care about just go off with someone new. It can be devastating, and you can fall into the ritualistic behavior of checking their social media or going to where they live, or you can fall into that because it's so shocking for the system. But what I want to bring to your attention is the real reason why this has occurred. And it's most likely, you might know now, some of you might know now already, but maybe some of you, it might be beyond your comprehension of why this narcissist involved in your life actually moved on to someone new. Now, you have to go back to the relationship, right? When you was involved in this relationship with this narcissist in your life, go back to the very beginning, let's say, right? They admired you. They really admired you. They felt like you were the best thing ever, and that's how they were able to love bomb you to the efficiency that they love bombed you. You have to understand that narcissists can't love bomb to that magnitude unless it's a chosen one or an empath. Unless they get in that potent supply, they're not able to literally love bomb just anyone and anyone. So you've got to break from the thing of thinking that everything was a lie. A lot of what you felt in that relationship during the early days and during the love bomb, etc., was because of how special you are. Okay? But you see, as time proceeds and the mask starts to slip just a little bit, and you start to get glimpses of devaluation and smearing and gaslighting and arguments and disagreements, and you start to get some of that. What's actually taking place is the universal God is actually slowly, very subtly waking you up to what they really are. You see, if God or the universe gave you it all in one go, it'll be too much to handle. So you see glimpses of remember, they're trying to fool you the whole time. They don't really want to let you know what they really are. They don't want to let you know that they're a fake and a snake. They're fighting against themselves to contain their true essence and put up this facade. So they're fighting against themselves every day. But you start to see some of this behavior in them. Now, you might not even consciously recognize it, but it's stored in your subconscious, right? And that's why I'm saying it's beyond your comprehension. But what this will enable you to do is you will change, right? Now, for example, let's fast forward to the end. Most likely the narcissist said to you something like, "Oh, I wish you was how you was in the beginning." They're trying to mess with your mind. They're trying to plant seeds of doubt. They might have said something to you like, oh, you changed, or you become nasty. And like they know if they say these things to you, you're going to start hurting yourself, thinking that you done something wrong. And the thing is you may have acted out of character at times. You may have snapped at times. You may have got angry at times. But this is all the reactive abuse, and you need to look into reactive abuse as well. So make a note of that. If any of you just can quickly make a note of that, make a note of looking deeper into reactive abuse. They will just to touch on it, like they will wind you up, and then off your reaction to the abuse that you're going through. I'm not saying I'm not condoning the way you reacted, but I'm saying you reacted in a certain way naturally, because anger is a natural thing, right? You reacted in a certain way, then they play the victim, right? But they'll try and bring this to your attention towards the end of the relationship, like that it's your fault and that you changed and etc. But what took place is you started to distance yourself. You may have felt fully engaged in the relationship. You may have felt fully engaged, fully felt like you're in a reciprocal relationship, but literally you were distancing beyond your comprehension. You were being more distant. They were trying to control you in ways that they wanted to control you, and you wasn't being controlled in that way, you know? Like, they wanted to control you a lot more than they were able to control you. Without a doubt, they manipulated you, gaslit you, devalued you, etc. But they wanted to control you a lot more than they were able to. So what this causes is them to start looking elsewhere, to thinking that they can't get you back to how they had you in the early days, right? So this is the shift that occurs in their psyche, right? This is nothing to do with you being less than. Don't believe the devaluation. This is nothing to do with your character. This is nothing to do with you as a person. They just saw you changing, right? And like I said, God and the universe was doing this subtly. They were waking you up subtly, right? So the narcissist involved in your life gets in their mind, right, to, for example, monkey branch to a low-hanging fruit, right? They think it's grass is greener and whatever, right? In their delusional little minds, they think they can monkey branch to some new supply, right? And it's going to invoke feelings of jealousy, hurt, betrayal. And basically what it comes down to is, because of all of your resistance that you showed throughout the relationship, you did show resistance. That's what I want to bring to your attention. You were unshakable. You were unmovable, right? You showed this resistance. And because of all of this, this caused them narcissistic injuries. This caused them to be hurt, right? Because they wasn't able to control you exactly the way they wanted to. And if you look back in retrospect, sorry, you might actually be able to pinpoint an exact time in the relationship that you woke up. It might take a little time to reflect. Don't ruminate too much, but just reflect. If you reflect, just reflect back. You might be able to pinpoint a time when you woke up, or you see your awakening. But they saw that in you too. And the moment they saw it before you even saw it, right? They saw you changing. They saw you doing this. And that's honestly why the reason the narcissist left you for the new supplier, right? This comes down to them wanting to convert you to a primary source of supply, right? To a secondary source of supply. Someone that they can push away, right? And they believe if they push you away, they make you feel jealous. This is what's going on in their heads, right? They push you away, make you feel jealous. They move on. They think you're going to sit on the shelf. And when the time's right for them, they can come back to you at any time. And that's why I want to bring to your attention, if you've seen them move forward, the relationship is over. I'm not trying to hurt you now, but you need to make sure the relationship is over. If you've seen them go on with someone else new, I know it's going to hurt you. I know it hurts you, you know? You're still thinking, maybe we can reconcile. Maybe we can sort this out. Maybe we can put this behind us. Maybe some of you are thinking like that, but you can't. You can't. If you let this narcissist involved in your life back in your life after they've been with someone else, right? One, they're going to want to get revenge on you for all of the times when you were showing resilience and resistance throughout the relationship. Two, they're gonna think that they've got control over you even more because you've taken them back after they've done the worst thing of going off with someone else, right? So you can't let them back in. Now, I need to bring to your attention, if you have made the mistake that you let them back in, don't be hard on yourself. It just wasn't aligned for you to disconnect yet. You are a forgiving person. You are a good person. You try your best to be kind. You try your best to be loyal. You try to be your best to be honest. You try your best to be true. You're passionate about, you care for your loved ones. You've got a passion for your loved ones. So that is a good natured thing for you to be able to put something aside. That shows the strength that in you, right? But I'm just saying that they don't deserve that. Maybe in a normal relationship, in a normal relationship with two authentic people, don't even have to be empaths, just two genuine people in a normal relationship. They fall into a bit of problems and one decides to go east, the other decides to go west, and they both meet someone new. Then they both realize that they actually love each other and then they go back to each other. That can happen in a normal relationship, but it can't happen. Even that's going to come with its problems. Even in a normal, genuine relationship, that's still going to come with its issues and its problems. When two people move on to someone new, it's still going to be harder for them to get back together. And some of them might not tolerate that either. But I'm just trying to say it's more, what's the word I can use to describe it? It's more plausible for that to happen in a non-narcissistic relationship. But when you know you're awakened, when you know you're awakening to the narcissistic abuse that you went through, you're dealing with a narcissist, then even if you've let them back in once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, whatever, right? You need to make it final now. Remember, the chosen one and the empath has the final discard, right? Regardless, even if they went off with someone first, you have the final discard, right? People always disagree with me when I say sometimes it's okay to send them a final message. You might not get a response, right? You might not get a response from them because they don't know what to say. They might block you, right? That's okay. But you get that last saying like, I know you're a narcissist, or you manipulated me, I'm glad. And you tell them straight, don't beg for them back. You just tell them straight that you're done with them. That can help tremendously in your healing, telling them that you're done with them, telling them, that can help. And I know that it still gives them supply. And that's why people say that you should just go no contact. But people always emphasize no contact, no contact, no contact, no contact, no contact, no contact. And I get that. No contact is one of the best things you can do to a narcissist involved in your life, right? But I'm saying sometimes there's words unsaid that you want to say to them. So I'm not telling you to message them or anything like that. But sometimes I've heard of people that have said the last thing, right? And it's powerful. It's powerful. It lets the narcissist know that you're not waiting on the shelf, right? Because in their delusional little minds, when they go off with these new supplies, right? They're thinking in their heads, oh, so-and-so's jealous about me. So-and-so's jealous of my new relationship. So-and-so's jealous. So-and-so's envious. So-and-so wants me back. That's what they're thinking. You may not have spoken for a long time, but that's what they're thinking in their delusional little minds. So either show with your actions that you're fine, because they're watching you. If you're very active on social media, and they're active on social media, it's highly likely they are still watching you. So you can show it in your actions of just you getting on with your life and being strong in the right time. Don't just act it, be authentic when the time's right for you to don't start doing tit for tat, like you're posting something, they're posting something, and you going back and forth. I mean, just generally get into your stride again in life, whether it's going for a run, going to the gym, working on your business, starting a new business, writing a book, working hard at work, looking after your family, whatever it is you're doing, get back to what it is you were doing before you knew who they were, right? Become who you was. As I say, you become who you was before you met them first. Then you probably reach, maybe it happens in a different order, but you become who you was before. You get the innocence back of who you was before, because you get that light back. And then you'll reach the point of indifference where you no longer give a shit. Sorry for my language, but you no longer give a shit about them, right? You no longer care. You're no longer concerned with what they're doing. You have no jealous bone in your body. You literally do not care that they're with a new supply. You're just not fazed by it at all, right? You'll get to that point, and that's a beautiful place to be. But that's why I'm saying, for those of you that are hurting or are stuck, and you're at the point in your life where you don't want them back, and you seriously don't want them back, you can always tell them, right? You won't hear this on other channels. Other channels are going to tell you, do not contact them, do not say nothing, because they do like negative supply. I've heard other people say this to me as well. They do like negative supply more than positive supply. They do enjoy it. They will like you doing that. They will get supply from it. But I'm saying it for the benefit of you. Fuck them. Forget them. Sorry for my language. It's pissing me off. But I'm trying to say, screw them, right? If you're going to get some closure from sending a short message across to them, telling them what they are, or a message across to them telling them what they are, and you just send one, don't keep sending messages. If you just send one, telling them what they are, telling them you're done with them, telling them, they're dusty with their new supply, their new supplies are narcissists, whatever you want to say, it can help, right? But what I'm trying to say to you in this video is you have to understand that the reason they've gone off with this new supply, it's not going to work out, right? This new supply is just as dusty as they are. They probably not trying to trigger you now, but they probably lined up this new supply when they was talking with you, right? The reason they've done this is because you was awakening, right? And you don't need to be upset because someone else has come to take your trash away, right? This person that was in your life, this narcissist that was in your life, is trash. And it's someone else's trash now. They've took your trash away. That's all that's happened. You don't need to be upset. You don't need to be sad. This is the universe and God working in your favor. You're going to heal. You're going to reach the point of indifference. You're going to become yourself again. I've said it in a different order, but you're going to become yourself again. You're going to reach the point of indifference. You're going to heal more and more and more and more and more and more. Right? And in the right time that's destined for you, you're going to align with someone on your frequency. And it's going to be a new lease of life for you. Right? You're going to work hard on your goals and your ambitions, and your business or your work or your family. You're going to work hard with that, and you're going to find someone new that it just flows. It just flows, right? You may not be in a place when you're looking for someone new right now. That's totally understandable. Take the time, the appropriate time that you need. But what I'm saying to you is, the reason this narcissist left you for this new supply is because you woke up. It's as simple as that. They saw it in your eye. They feared it. They knew if they stayed long enough, even longer, you're going to run out on them. That's what would have happened. If you stayed in that entanglement, right? And they carried on with their BS, which they would have done, you would have washed your hands with them. It might seem like something you might say, nah, Zan, I don't think I would have. But you would have. You would have. If you stayed in that entanglement and they didn't monkey branch to the new supply, it's highly likely, well, they feared it anyway. They feared it. You would have become, at least you would have become even more distant. You would have become even more and more distant from them, So you don't need to worry about a thing. They've monkey branched to some low-hanging fruit, some dusty weirdo, right? This new supply is just as dusty as they are. I would advise you, don't look on their social media, or at the right time for you, stop looking, right? When the time's right for you, stop looking on their social media, okay? Focus on yourself, focus on your healing, and just trust the process. You know? Just trust the process. This is a cleanse. This is a spiritual cleanse of your mind, heart, and soul. You're being cleansed. I know it's painful. I know it's painful. I know it hurts your heart. Right? But you're being cleansed. Any vivid imagery that you're getting, intrusive thoughts or vivid imagery that you're getting about them and the new supply, say no. If anything pops into your head, just say no. You're training your subconscious and your brain to say no. And you remove that from your mind. Don't worry about what they're doing. If you was a fly on the wall, you'd laugh at their relationship. It's highly likely that this new supply is a narcissist. It's highly likely this new supply is a dusty weirdo. And they're going to figure out each other soon enough. They're either going to cling to each other out of desperation, or they're going to continue monkey branching to other supplies. That's what they're going to do. Or they're going to try and worm their way back to you. Or they're going to try and worm their way back to you at the same time they're monkey branching to a new supply. You know, this is what they're not serious. They wasn't even serious when they moved on with this new supply. They wasn't serious. You know? They done this because of you. Don't blame yourself. I should have said that earlier. Don't blame yourself. You was showing resilience. You were showing resistance. They wasn't able to manipulate you like the way they wanted to manipulate you. So they felt like it was best for them to make you jealous and convert you to a secondary source of supply and make you desperate, make you, make you angry, make you jealous, make you beg for them back. This is what they wanted to put you in this position. They felt like they can push you away to make you come back stronger. And you're not going to do that. Even if you've let them in time and time again. This is the final time now. When the empath says no more, that's when the final discard happens. So anyway, do not worry about a thing. You're going to meet your soulmate. You're going to meet another chosen one, another empath. It's going to be another lease of life for you. When the time's right, don't rush it. Take your time. Focus on your priorities first. Focus on your business. Focus on your family. Focus on your projects. Focus on your tasks. Focus on your healing. You know, just to understand the whole reason this happened is because they saw you waking up, right? And you know, in their minds now, they're still consciously thinking about you. They realize, right? Even though part of them thinks, oh, I'm making them jealous. They know they've woken you up to what they are. You know, part of them knows that. You know, if you're showing them in your actions that you're healed and moved, they're gonna be pissed, right? You don't have to say anything. I just said for you, if you want to do that for part of your healing, you can say something if you want to. But make sure it's just once. Make sure it's not repeated messages. Make sure it's just once. Don't do it again, you know. Even if you start thinking about other things that you could have said or want to say, just say it once. Think properly about what you're going to say. Send one thing. Don't fall into the entanglement of sending numerous messages to them, because it's just going to feed them too much supply, you know. But just understand that's the reason it happened. They saw you waking up and they feared you. Not because you were going to attack them, not because you were going to threaten them. They feared you waking up to seeing them for the disgusting parasite that they actually are. And that's what you need to do. You need to view them as a disgusting parasite. A blood-sucking, disgusting parasite that was feeding on you, right? They're disgusting, right? Forget about them. You're going to find something so much better. And all they're going to do is be able to look at you from a distance, living the best version of your life. Remember, this is a cleansing. Remember, this is a cleansing you are going through. God or the universe is shaping you. Sometimes in pottery, you have to really shape the vase, you know. You know, when it's spinning on the wax, or not wax, or the clay, and you're shaping, you're putting the curvature and you're shaping. You know, it takes effort and work. This is what's happening spiritually in the spiritual realm to you, right? So that's why sometimes it's uncomfortable. That's why sometimes you'll have lonely nights. That's why sometimes you'll have uncontrollable tears. That's why sometimes you'll be sad. Other days you'll be happy. You're being shaped. But just know, one day longer, one day stronger, and you're going to get there, you know? You're going to heal. You're going to remember what happened to you, but you're going to heal. And when you find someone new who's authentic, genuine, and pure, make sure that they are. Make sure that you see the red flags, because you can see that now in anyone else. Make sure they're authentic, genuine, and pure, and build with someone new. That's what it's about. You've been let go. You've been freed. You've been spared. You've been given another chance at life without a parasite walking by your side. Right? They wasn't good for you. And God saw this. The universe saw this. They wasn't good for you. I know it feels like in the heat of the moment. In the heat of the moment, it can feel like you've lost the only person in the world that loved you, that you can be in love with. I know it feels like that. It can feel like that. It's the only person in the world. It's not. When you find this other person, you're like, okay, that's what this was all about. You know, you're just going to be like, wow, okay. That's why that dusty weirdo had to get put on blast and get pushed aside. Okay, that's why that dusty weirdo had to go off with a new supplier and I had to go through that moment of hurt. It's just the heat of the moment you're in now, right? I know it's uncomfortable, but you're being shaped and you're going to become the best version of yourself. You're going to become who you was before, a new enhanced version of who you were before. That's what I should say. A new enhanced version of who you are before. Version 2.0. You're going to become with more discernment, the ability to judge well. You're going to become stronger. You're going to become brighter. You're going to shine brighter than you ever did before. You're going to have knowledge. You're going to have wisdom. You know, it's a beautiful place to be. And the thing is, they were holding you back from your potential. I promise you, things are going to fall in place in your life. New relationships, business opportunities, promotions at work, more money, different things you're going to notice in your life because of the absence of them, from them going, right? So never be upset. So like I said at the beginning, if you'd like to join this empath group meeting on the 30th at the end of the month, the link for that is in the description box. I'd love for you to join. If you'd like a one-to-one session with myself, you can find the link in the description box if you want a more personal touch. And if that's not for you, you can also do the crisis email support. If you would prefer to converse with me via email, you can also find the link for that in the description box. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can also find the link in the description box. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.